Thank God. What's up, family? Good morning again. Good morning again. Grand Rising. However you receive it. Just coming to talk to y'all again. Got some things on my mind. Got some things on my spirit. I just want to release it. First of all, in this time, I just want to know, I just want to thank everybody who took the time to watch. If this reached somebody, if I'm what I'm doing reaching it, teach you, just hold your own. You got it. You got this. Like I say again, for people with you know certain disabilities and things, you can't do nothing on your own. I'm not sitting here telling you that you feel what I'm saying. Like if you got help, continue to get to be around that support system. It's gonna be a-okay. Trust me, it's gonna be a-okay. Especially if you seeing a lot of positives out of the situation. Listen, stick with it. So I'm not preaching to everybody talking about, oh, let it go and you got this and you could do it on your own. Like this is not for everybody. But for the ones this is for and the ones that has been touching, I appreciate you. I really do. Now, I'm gonna have my cup of tea this morning, and I'm just sitting there observing. Like I said, with me, everybody know who I am. I say good morning everywhere. I don't care who it is. I don't care what. When I step in the room, I say good morning. But like I say, I step in these rooms. I step in the cafeteria today. Normal good morning, and no response again. Now, with me, I'm never gonna stop walking into a room and giving the proper greeting. That's just me. But it's like a simple good morning. Give it back. Hey, how you doing? Like that's not. And it don't take nothing to do that. And I don't get that. They don't do it. Like I said, I'm in a homeless shelter, a men homeless shelter. There's no women around, only the ones who work here. But for the most part, it's us homeless men. And I'm sitting there in the cafeteria and I'm observing because it's homeless men getting on these lines and talking all this bullcrap early in the morning, listening to the news and all that. And the women who was employed at this place are just sitting there watching it. She's just listening to it. They're not saying nothing. They're just listening to it. And I start thinking to myself, look at it. They are showing the women how useless the black man is. They are showing them that. And they're seeing this directly. Now, I don't disagree with nobody and whatever you took your time, you did your research and all that. Like, I understand a lot of that. I do see it. But certain things is not my subject. Or I'm going to call certain things out. Like, I see it, it's like, okay, we say the system got a hold and the system is this, the system is that. I get it. They're employing the black woman to watch that. Look how y'all acting. The system, all y'all doing is just proving the system right. Because the women are sitting right there and they watching firsthand what the hell y'all over here saying and complaining about. And I'm sitting here like in this place, I scratch my head. In this place, I got the lesson, like it was a whole learning curve for me, and I started seeing certain things a certain way, start coming into contact with people. Now people want to be around me, but I had, what I had to go through to set that standard because Majority of the men, all they do is just sit here and complain. Like I said, listening to the music and all of that. Listen, if y'all gonna sit here and y'all gonna employ the prison guards and all of this other stuff that y'all complain about the system doing, why not? Why not do it? Why? Why you think they're not gonna do it? You're keeping them rich. You keeping them in the big houses, the big boats, the private jet. Y'all keeping them in that. So if they got a plan to keep their income stream rolling, you don't think they're gonna do it? Like they're not forcing you to do anything. That's the thing. Like as I'm watching all this, they're not forcing you to do it. They're putting it right there. Like I'm by, like, if anybody live in New York or Washington, like 125th and Lexington, it's nothing but junkie central over there. And I say it like they did nothing but when they legalized marijuana out here, they didn't do nothing but put smoke shops over there. That area don't need smoke shops. Like all these pipes and all that stuff they could buy, the areas don't need that. But they doing it. So here's the thing. Yeah, the system, because they're out here trying to make money. So they're not we're not gonna say, because in this area where I'm at, you know how many drug programs is over here? Like for instance, like Thanksgiving, you know how many areas over here with serving food? You know how many areas, you know how many programs there is that's having winter coat drives and all that? Toy drives and all that. So it's right there. And then they got the smoke shop. They giving you a choice. Do you want to do this or you want to do that? They're choosing that. Before I was saying, oh, I'm gonna quit marijuana, I'm gonna quit weed, I'm gonna quit this and that. Like between yesterday and today, I really realized I just, like, since saying I quit, it looked good. Still thinking about what other people gonna say, but I'm thinking about it now. I'm quitting for me. You know why? I've been getting supplied with marijuana since I've been here, and I've been using that as a crutch. Oh, it's calming me down. And between yesterday and today, the person who used to give me marijuana wasn't around. And the fact that he wasn't around, I didn't really have the urge to be like, oh, I gotta smoke. Even though I smoked by myself, I smoked my own, it was still a crowd. And now that I'm by myself, he's not around, we're not talking, we're not chilling. I didn't have the urge to smoke. Like I'm sitting in my room. I'm chilling. Today is Sunday. I'm basically holding church in my own room. I got my head. But I'm coming up with all of this stuff, and I'm like, yo, the fact that I'm not around him, and I'm not around nobody who's smoking, I don't have the urge to do it. He's gonna call my line, and I'm not running out there. I'm gonna continue on with the blessings that I'm receiving, and I'm gonna continue on following the message and following the word. It's a reason why I need to quit. So I'm not gonna keep coming on these videos high as hell, talk about, oh, I'm taking the time, a certain time of the day, I'm making sure. I'm not gonna do that. I've been holding it down as a crutch, and now I really realize, like, yo, you're only ready to smoke when you're around people, because when you by yourself, you don't care. We gotta Start taking accountabilities for ourselves. Stop blaming the system for everything. Like, I'm gonna be the first one. I'm only out here, I'm surviving on the SSI. And I'm waiting for my pickup date, right? Along the way, as I'm waiting for my only source of income, I'm being blessed. People making sure I have my fruit. People doing this. People doing that. People leaving me with a little bit of change in my pocket. Like, all that blessing while I'm waiting for my time. And I'm not going to go into further, like, but in between that, all that blessing, because I filled it up with stress. And then when I started learning certain lessons, started changing my mindset, certain things started happening. I started being able to receive certain messages. I started being grateful. Like I said, they changed up. They do it like, damn, I scratched myself crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. They do it like it's still along the lines, like it's no different. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm getting special treatment, getting salads every day. Like, I'm still eating along the schedule, but they're taking time to have certain options. Like, every night there's a healthy option. Every night there's a healthy option. Whether you want it or not, you can take it. But that's something, us as men, we need to. That's what it is. We gotta fight for that. They're gonna give us that. We gotta demand that they have these programs out there, right? And get these smoke shops the hell out of our neighborhood. It's legal. You can't do nothing about it. It's gonna be here. But get them out of our neighborhood. We could demand that. And it starts with us. Like I said, come on to this. Yo, the one thing that I've did out here, God has carried me with that hereditary disease. God has carried me through the whole thing. For the whole month of November, do you know? I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to be honest with you, because that, let's say, from even being in the first place, like, it was mine because I was able to feed myself. But from the 13th to, we gonna say, to, let's say yesterday, not yesterday, let's say the beginning of the last week. There we go. The beginning of last week, I'm not sure that day. But from the 13th to the beginning of last week, you would think, like, well, everything that I'm dealing with, I would not be here to tell y'all this right now, to even be speaking to y'all. Let me tell you something. When God say he got it, when you tell God, take the wheel, like, you hear that phrase, you hear a lot of phrases, oh, I'm letting God take it. No, you gotta let him take it. As soon as I took my hand over it, boom, things been happening here, boom. Even with my marijuana, like I said, I have one every night. And then I had to realize certain things, like, that's still not me. That's not me. That's not me. And I don't want to come up here and be trying to preach one thing to everybody, trying to share one word, but still going off. Yeah, we disobedient on certain things, but like that, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I was saving one. That was my I am legend. Like, yo, I was saving that bacon. I was saving one. I didn't throw it in the garbage. I smoked it. And with every time I inhaled, I was basically to myself, nobody around, I wasn't conversating with nobody, to myself. This is why you are not coming back in my system. This is why I am not doing this anymore. And I'm by myself. I don't want to do it. I don't need it. Yo, all the blessings that came. Yo, I got a pair of boots fresh out the box. I'm able to dress warm. You know how cold it is outside? Those are the blessings. Like, I can't walk. Like, on my own. So, you know that I got this mobility scooter and I'm rolling around and I'm moving to where I need to move. And although I'm not able to feed myself the way I'm used to, the way I'm accustomed to, the way I was spoiled like eating, do you know I'm full right now? Another thing I'm about to leave them snacks like that. Like those was all survival food, but I'm gonna finish my snacks and I'm gonna go into realizing why I don't need that neither. I don't need it. And I'm from here on out, I'm not coming back on these videos talking about, oh, I'm not doing that. God has shown me enough to make me believe that, yo, he don't need it. And I've been shown enough to realize that. I'm not going back on that. That's why I said, yo, appreciate and enjoy the blessings. I never experienced life the way I just experienced life. For the past, for the month of November, I've never had to live like that, ever. Until November came around. And that really humbled me. I really had to see what life is really about. Y'all realize ain't nobody gonna save you? Ain't no, you keep letting people direct your life, is gonna be like the stuff that I had to do, the stuff that I had to situate myself with, and now I'm calling I could get to call it my own and all that. Like, yo, you don't know what I had to go through to do that. And then as I'm accomplishing all that, I'm realizing like I really did not have a hold over my life. I didn't know what I was doing. And now that I'm grappling, I'm looking at it, I'm really realizing like, yo, you control your life. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Yo, that go for anybody. Like I said, I fell victim to that for a minute. I see it now. Everybody looking, yo, love. Yo, you can't go looking for that. How you gonna go looking for love? You don't love yourself. You know that it's steps to this. It's levels to this. You love yourself first. You remember that you created something out here, right? You created some children out here. How you looking for love? You ain't. Like those the steps. Those the things it took for me to go through that I had to realize. And now I know what I'm allowing in my life. Now I know. If nobody come looking, oh well, I'm fine with that. I'm not chasing nobody. Like I know my worth. I know what I'm worth in this world. And I will not chase. That's all I've been doing. And me chasing led me to this point right here. Where I didn't even have control of my own life. I didn't even know certain dates and how paperwork was supposed to really be run. And that's why I was getting screwed over the whole November, because they're looking at you like you talking all that, but you don't know nothing. You don't have this. People asking me certain dates, I don't even know it. Now it's on me. Now I have to know these dates. Now I know these dates. Now I know what it moving, when they're supposed to be coming to talk to me, how I'm supposed to be going to talk to people. Like, I'm learning certain schedules, learning how to talk to people. Nobody cares about your attitude, bro. You can still let everybody know that same exact thing without this attitude you walking around talking about. You screaming and hollering. That's your defense mechanism. Your defense mechanism, because you don't know nothing. You can't tell us about you. You telling us about all this stuff you went researching all. That's fine. We see that you research. You know how to read. Whoop-de-doo. What about you? That's what matters. And I got so much things in my head that I never accomplished in life that I'm ready to accomplish, because I moved so much stuff out of my life. Like, I don't look at certain things like, and I only go with people like, yo, yeah, people will do this, but like I said, look at yourself first. Look at you. Look what you doing before you go try to find out what everybody else doing with you. Look at what you doing. That's what I mean by it. A lot of things I did to myself that I had to put myself through. I realize everything's a chain reaction, because for me, everything leads back to my children. I say that out loud and proud. Everything leads back to my children. So that's why I don't regret anything. Because I don't care about the money in this world, nothing in this world. Like, that's my heart. Those human beings over there, they don't understand what they do to me. They don't understand. Other than that, I don't care about none of it. And I see a lot of stuff that I did led to that. So, like, I take all of that, and I'm blessed, because I got a blessing out of that. And it's a new road I have to walk. Not saying I'm letting them go, because, like I said, I love my kids daily. I understand they're a part of me. I move forward with my children, and I move forward with my life. And there's things that I didn't accomplish that was on my fault, that I have my eyes and sight set on, and I'm going to go get it. When God started blessing me, I'm not doing this for revenge. I'm not doing this to prove nothing to nobody. This is for me. I took control of myself and realized I'm way worth more than anything. Would I let anybody tell me? My fault. I realized that I'm way more worth all of that. And that's all I'm trying to show everybody. So if you feel inspired by it, you watching my videos all the way, just feel inspired. You can accomplish anything you want. When you put you first, accomplish it. Remember, Ye said it. There'll always be haters. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. You get through life for sure. Like, you got to thank God for them too, because without them, you never accomplish things. You never start to feel like you worth more than what you was putting your worth and standards at before. Kept saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The views every time you came through, I appreciate you. Sometimes when I reached 150, like, yo, I appreciate all that. That kept me going. That inspired me to keep going. And I'm gonna keep going after that, because, like I said, you seen the struggle. You gotta see the blessings, because I want you to get on this path with us. You gotta see the blessings. You gotta see what it do for you. You gotta see where it takes you and where he pulls you out of. You gotta see that. Listen, a lot of people talk and this, that, and the third. They don't want to show you that. They don't want to show you the ugly side. Listen, I don't see Like I said, because you never know what God telling you to do. But for me, I believe when you want to inspire people, when you want to touch people, you got to show them what it looks like. You can't just come out of nowhere and throwing all your blessings in the way. No, show them what you went through. Show them it gets ugly. Show them. Show them ain't gonna be no haircuts for a while. Ain't no shaves for a while. Show them that. That you gonna show them that you gotta keep coming through with the same top on. The same 2 pair of pants on. Show them how somebody gotta buy you a pair of boots. Show them that. Show them that time when you was addicted to whatever you was addicted to, and then you started fighting through that shit too. Show them how you came out on the other side. Show them. Don't hide it. Show them how much pain you are when you don't talk to your kids for a whole month. Show them that pain. And then show them the excitement when they just follow you on social media. Still don't say nothing to you, but just show them how excited you are to see that. When they follow you on social media. That lets me know that they're working through whatever they're working through too. It's going to take time, my baby. So it's going to take time. Whatever anybody go through, you show them that shit. You show them how you breaking through it. You show them how you getting through it. You show them how you refuse to let people put you down. You show them that even though it was hurting, as words was spurred to you, as they spit in your face, as they put their hands on you, you show them that they did not stop you. You show them. Show them what it was like when you got on that line to check into a homeless shelter. You show them when you was trying to tell them that you just needed them, their help. And as soon as you left out of their care, they started joining forces with people to shut you down. You show them. You show them how you got through it all by yourself. You show them how God put you around certain people to get you through certain seasons. You show them that. Who are you to just come up here and talk about your riches? Who are you to do that? Who are you to try to talk about you trying to help change and not show people how to change? Who are you to do that? Who are you? How dare you? When you show them everything that God doing for you. You show them how you stepped above all of that. Disabled and all. And then you show them the blessings. You might not show them at a time that you want to show them. But you still got to show it. I put this shit online every day to show y'all daily what I've been going through. I ain't asked for no handout. Yes, I did. I was begging, I was asking God for the handout. I ain't asked no man to get me through this. And he started blessing me with people who was coming through with messages and letting me know how to do this. Yo, she came through, the officer come through one night. Don't belong on this side, but let me know what's been going on. Left me a button, and I don't see her ever again. That's God. Yo, these officers in there, they put on. Like you get up in the morning, you'll see an officer on. late night when it's time to sign for your bed, they're still here. Like these officers put on and they do this shit for like 4 or 5 days in a row. 3, 4, not 5. Like 3, 4 days in a row. They just killing shifts. She came through one time to give me that message. Leave me that button. And then don't show her face again. And you gonna tell me God ain't working? I'm grateful for all that. That put me on a different high. When I come in this room, I keep looking to my side because when I come in this room, I put that button. It's a magnet. So I put that button on my locker so I can see it before I go to sleep and when I get up. And when I leave this room, I take it off my locker and I put it in my book bag. How dare you not come in here and show people how God bless you? It's going to look ugly. It's going to start looking nice and then it's going to look beautiful. You don't think I know? You don't think I believe that it's more? Who am I to tell him when I want that? He's showing me it's coming. Yo, lo and behold, I know the warfare, the hate, whatever the case may be is going to come. Because when bro hear that I don't need no more weed from him, what you think he going to feel? He don't know it's a blessing that's coming from that. For even holding me down in that situation. But what you think is going to come from that? I know people. I don't, like, yeah, that's my negative trait too. I attach myself to people I know I'm not supposed to. I hang around people I know I'm not supposed to. Like, that's a negative trait. Like, I've never joined a gang, but I've had a lot of gang member friends. But I've never joined a gang. Yo, you attach yourself to people that you do not belong around. And this, like I said, it ain't even an attachment because somebody could come through and you'll see them and have a whole conversation with them for a couple minutes and never see them again. But that conversation for them couple minutes lasted you a whole lifetime. Because I don't leave this room without that button. It's God. Who are you to not show people that side of it? Every time you come in, man, woman, anybody on these lines, you come in, you want to be shaved up. Listen, God told us to come as we are. And guess what happened when I came as we are? When I walked in with my Jordan hoodie and all that, he took all that shit off me. Come out of that. Oh, that little bit of change you got right now, that little bit of money, you think you bowling around with? Give me that. Here, learn this lesson. That's why he tell you to come as you are. He gonna take what he want from you. He gonna leave what he think you should have, and he gonna give you exactly what you need. The temptations is there. You want that? Cause you know where that leads you. Or you want this side. You're gonna have to you're gonna go through work for both of them. But yo, let me tell you something. This work is not gonna be that as bad because even though I went through what I went through, I'm still, like, look at me. I'm still here. Like, my skin didn't melt, go back down. None of that. Yo, I lost a little weight, but of course I wasn't eating. What you think gonna happen when you're not eating? But it ain't, oh, I'm all draggy and soggy looking and shit. Like, it wasn't like that. I have pictures of how I looked before that. When I left my crib the first time, like, I looked horrible. I could guarantee you. The only thing you gonna look at me right now and say is the clothes I got on. That's it. What, I'm not shaved up? That's it. There's nothing else you can tell me. So who are you to come up here on this line and talk about you only showing the blessing side of it? You don't show that side you get out. You want to tell everybody what you went through and all that. Yo, those stories is ill. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking nothing away from y'all. But, yo, show. Show them. Show them. Don't only come up here for the money. Show them. Because the views is going to come. Whether people like it, they're going to click on your joint whether they like it or not. Like, I ain't even known, but, like, yo, you know, people could click on your joint and watch like 5 seconds of it and get up out of there. So, and you got a view for that, but the person didn't really watch your video. So get out of here with all that. That's why I always big it up, like, cause that's what I seen. It was always that one person, like, who's always watching the video. I don't know how that go, but it's just one every time, and I know when, cause then I have views up there that's 0, so I know when it happened. But for the 98, 7 times out of 100, that one person has always been viewing my videos. And I tell you, I don't watch my videos back. When I go, I go. I remember it off top what I was talking about. Like, I have a good memory. But even with that, now I write stuff down. I came up in the beginning, I said, oh, I don't write nothing down, I don't have to. I write stuff down. Even though I remember a lot of stuff, I still write a lot of stuff down. For the number one point is, that's how I review things. I go back and see what I was about to say. Is it gonna come to fruition? Like, this whole month of November, I wrote my whole month of November down because I want to see that. Like, how you going to come out of this shit? I want to see it. I want to go back on my notes to see how you came up out of that. At one point, I will sit down and watch all my videos, but I want to see this. I want to read about it. I want to see how I came up out of that. What did I do to actually come up out of that? Because there's a lot of stuff on this camera that I didn't show y'all. Yo, I ain't show y'all certain, like, I pick up everybody on, like, joint. I ain't show y'all half the arguments I had with the, like, yo, I know not to get in certain arguments to the point where dude he got a dunk, somebody took a dunk in front of his bed, like, but I ain't show you certain arguments I had with, I could have got snuffed off right there. Y'all ain't see certain shit like that on camera. Like, some of those arguments I got into, I had, like, faith. Like, you had to look at me like, yo, this nigga is crazy. Like, what does he talk about? Yo, the way I ran up on the damn, the DH officer in the other place, like, he turned on his body camera on me, the way I rolled up on him. And he told me, like, yo, bro, you tripping, you in a chair. Like, the way he said it, like, but, like, that was off my own joint. Like, I know what I believe in. You're not telling me what you think you're going to tell me. So, I say that, I keep saying, like, yo, you got to show people everything. I'm not just up here, I'm not looking for the views and all that. Because, like I said, that one person that always kept me going. So, I'm going to, people come up here, they be well dressed in their cars and all that, talk about what God did. Show what these white walls right here, what you had to go through. The one thing I thank God is y'all ain't have to see. Like, when I first got here, it was crazy roaches in here, bro. Like, I wasn't even sleeping on my bed till I got that shit down. Once he explained to the man, like, yo, man, I don't wanna. You don't work every day. Yo, bro, could you sweep the mop the floor out? Yeah, I had to do that. I had to do that for a little minute. Till the roaches got up out of there. I'm good, like, it ain't look like Joe's apartment, but I was like, yo, lucky none of them ever was crawling on that wall. Oh yeah, I think I showed one where it was crawling on the wall. So it's like, it was on me. Like, if I wasn't telling maintenance man to come through, could you please come and sweep my floor and mop my floor every day? Like, when I first got here, he was doing that every day. Just leave my room door open so he mop in the hallway. Or he start from my room so I don't got to get that water. Mop my room, boom, boom, come out my room, and he start down the hallway and roll out. Feel what I'm saying? So, you gotta show that part. Show that part. And like I said, a lot of that I went through is my daily is not on camera, but for the most part, I do want to share, like, November was crazy. December, here we go. My first Thanksgiving alone, not by myself. And guess where I was at the next Thanksgiving? The next day, in the emergency room. I ain't never had to go through nothing like that. Thanksgiving, I'm all stressed out by myself. Look, and then the next day, I'm in the emergency room. And from that point on, it was there. From that point on, when I discharged myself to myself, and there's nobody to wait for you or, yo, let's go, none of that. When that's not there, when you discharge yourself, and you got to come right back to the shelter, and you got to sit there, and now you got to make changes on your own. That's the part. And you got to turn that lesson to the blessing. That's the part. That's the part. That's the part people want to see. Because then they want to see how you got that. They want to see how you got in that. What you did. How you got over what you got over. Because they're going through certain stuff. Some people going through something similar. Some people going through stuff worse. They want to see how you got up out of that. Because like I said, thank God I had a roof a roof over my head. They got out and they complain about the heat. You hear the man today, damn, they ain't had the heat on. Dude asked me, because they look at me, like I said, he asked me, yo, the heat was on in your room? Yeah, the heat was on. Yo, the heat was not on all night. But like I said, do you know how cold it is outside? Hell yeah, my heat was on. No, it wasn't. But yeah, hell yeah, my heat was on. I said that instantly. Like, he came at you, yo, bro. Your heat was on? I said, yeah, my heat was on. Because you know how cold it is outside? So, be grateful. Until later on, family. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking out with me. We going up from here. Later on, family. I love y'all. Remember, God put the love in me to love y'all. Later.